Hi, friends. My name is Dary, and I run a company called Plucky. And every year around this time, I get the itch to write a State of the Union for Plucky. But what union? And who am I giving this speech to? Until this year, when I hired the unstoppable Holly Quarles to be Plucky's assistant, there were no employees to actually receive this message. But this nagging feeling continues to compel me, and this year, for Plucky's 5th birthday, I am delivering this speech to you, to the world, to however many people discover it and watch it. 5 years in, many people around the world are now using Plucky concepts to enhance their workplaces, working from the belief that organizations who only account for the growth that happens between 9 and 5 are missing the forest for the trees. This is stunning and thrilling for me to watch. So what has that evolution looked like for 5 years? I'm glad you asked. In the early days, Plucky's offering was, whatever, please pay me. Those of you who have started businesses understand this, perhaps, that in the early days you are just trying to justify leaving your full-time work and benefits, scraping to sign clients, and moving forward with intuition and fear every step of the way. In the early days, Plucky was about performance reviews, helping with hiring and providing supplemental people operations hours to small businesses who needed it across, actually, the nation and the world. But then about the time my family moved to California, maybe 1 year in, I could tell that there was something deeper going on in all of my work. The verb underneath every engagement was coaching, though it would take me about 18 months to feel peace calling myself a coach. Isn't that funny? That the work that feels very natural and obvious to me today took some time to wear comfortably and confidently. I hope you can hear that, whoever you are listening, that sometimes you're in the right ballpark, but you don't yet know the position you should be playing. It's okay. You find it with time. Life for me entwined with work in ways that became very meta. I had a second son. I was diagnosed with a brain tumor and took 6 months off to have brain surgery and recover. And you better believe that the development I was doing as an adult was informing my work. Being a parent and having a very serious medical condition are both circumstances that have allowed me to push deeper into empathy, metaphor, meaning, and why the actions we spend 40 hours a week doing must be worth it in the end. For if you are not exercising growth, curiosity, and feeling fulfilled during your 9 to 5 commitments, what the hell are you doing? No, really. What the hell are you doing? I ask that deep question and add a caveat to those of you who may have just fallen over in your chairs and vowed to quit tomorrow morning. Because as squishy and open as California has influenced me to be, I'm also still a New Yorker in my heart. And to that end, I say this. Sometimes you will need a job for health insurance, or for money, or for friendship, or for the experience so that 2 years from now, you can leap into a new, formerly restricted part of your career path. All of that is totally real and justifiable and true for many folks. Just make sure you're not staying because it's easy. That's all I'll say. These questions, the what and the why of work, are endlessly fulfilling to me. And this brings us back to Plucky and the offering we have today. Today, Plucky is a launchpad for new managers and a powerful resource for individuals navigating their careers. Plucky provides tools and services to help humans work together, to account for employees' growth and leverage it in order to run better, smarter, faster companies. This comes through leadership coaching, on-site workshops, and employee experience audits, but the past year has seen some new paths unfolding for us. So now your manager is a 2-day leadership training experience for new managers. I have been watching folks get promoted all over the place into manager positions without training. And I watched them flail for a few years before either entirely bowing out of managerial path or continuing on towards senior leadership roles, continuing dysfunctional habits. And as I say to my attendees on day 1, I can't teach you everything about being a manager in 2 days. I would be like a much wealthier person and would totally be owning a Bay Area home at this point if that was true. But what I can teach you is how to see yourself as a leader and how to own that identity and find peers and community who support this complex journey of leading other humans in complicated environments. By the end of this year, over 100 new managers will have attended the So Now You're a Manager workshops. And we're going to keep right on going. 2019 will bring 4 new So Now You're a Manager cohorts together. The first 2 are already planned for Berkeley in January and DC area in April. So put that on your calendar. Send me your people. Though they stay in touch on the alumni Slack, we're also interested in holding an annual reunion for these alumni of the program so that these budding leaders can share their growth and even invent and pitch workshops for our time together so that their professional development is leveraged by all of our manager alumni. It is a beautiful community of people, and I'm not kidding when I say this. I would totally have a dinner party with any one of these attendees because they are that compelling to me. To support this group with other tools, we also released Plucky's first product this year. Since it launched in January, more than 450 managers around the world have purchased Plucky's one-on-one starter pack to have bolder, more impactful conversations with their employees. And we are not stopping there with tools. A new pack of one-on-one cards will be released during Plucky's 6th year with a focus on managing managers. Other products are in the design phase right now, and they're going to beta as holiday gifts for my clients this year. So don't tell them. Per usual, we will release a free career planning guide on the website in December so that anyone, anywhere can get their brain on straight for 2019. And after spending a full day with a marketing consultant, like just yesterday, actually, I have committed to serious content creation over the next year, which frankly kind of makes me want to take a nap, but there will be no shortage of ways for you to interact with Plucky and our content. In 5 years, Plucky has done work for more than 120 companies. And in the past year alone, over 700 individuals have been in the room with me and with Plucky content. Life at Plucky has never been bolder. Every night before I fall asleep, and this really is true, I say thank you for my life. I'm not sure who I'm talking to in those moments. Are any of us really sure about those things? But I mean it, and it's enough for me to verbalize this thought. I am grateful for every person I have met in this endeavor, for my family and my health, for Plucky's badass assistant Holly, for the relentless optimism I feel is vital to our sanity these days, and for the light in the cracks of the world around us. We're making it. You're making it. If you're watching this video and taking a breath, you're here. And though you may not be employed by Plucky, you are welcome here at Plucky. Welcome to this State of the Union. Welcome to bring your seeking and your gliding, your confidence and your questions. So here's to a bold year, 6 years for Plucky and beyond. Thank you for listening, and take good care.